microphone is not acting right, but we're live, guys.
Hey, what up? Monkey's back.
Hey, people.
Happy Thirsty Thursday.
You know what? First I was about to be like, oh, you know, sorry guys, I'm already sitting down. So, but I was like, oh, it's live. They know they come. They know they came for.
And even if it wasn't live, if y'all know who we are by now. At least we're on time.
We are. We said 7:00. We at 7:00, and I want to give us props for that because it's been sometimes and we've not been quite on time.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me see. I think I need to do something a little bit with these lights because I'm looking like I'm in the shadows, and I like to live bright and bold. Is that
Just blended.
Oh yeah, that's a little better. You know, I like to be a little bold out here in these streets.
I'll be trying. Should I take my shirt off? No, still.
Not with this. Can I come in a little bit closer with this?
Sure.
That'll be good.
Whatever you like.
Can y'all watch? We good?
Yeah.
We're live, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, what's happening?
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, whatever you want to do. I got my crown on, baby. It's
Welcome to the house. This is a
You
dip.
know, we're very close to Star's birthday, so
We were having a discussion.
well, and also I wanted to tell people why Star had a crown on, just because.
No,
In case they were wondering.
not because the Cinderella is dead. No,
it don't have
nothing to do with that. Found it.
I told Tasha when we decided that we were doing this, I said, oh, well, if we're getting crowns, please don't just think I'm going to wear it one time.
Of course.
That would be insane.
Would it though? Would it? Because I think the rest of us bought one crown, wore the crown the one time for the show, and we haven't seen it since. Star, however, bought how many crowns?
I think it was two.
Was it only two?
It was only two.
For some reason, I felt like there was more.
No, I had one in silver and one in gold. Because you just got to know how you're feeling.
I get it.
You never know.
Oh, yes. Cheers.
Okay, y'all.
Happy Thirsty Thursday.
So you were very adamant that this was going to be the drink of the day. So
I ran in here and just made it. So
Right.
it's good. It's
So-
called, it's called a pear blossom.
Okay.
So you can do any kind of vodka. You could do a regular vodka, but I did get a pear vodka by Grey Goose and some Saint Germain,
Okay.
elderflower, and a little bit of pear juice and pear nectar. You could do a little splash of lemon, but I didn't do that. I didn't want to. I tried it and it takes away from the drink. So hopefully y'all enjoy it.
Oh, let's do it.
Cheers. It's strong.
It's very strong. It smells marvelous, though.
Okay, it's good.
Yeah, maybe the lemon juice might have helped just a little tinge.
No, I don't need it.
It's strong to me.
Because watering down and toning down our liquor is weird. We don't do that around here.
Yeah,
That's not really our style.
it's a 2-to-1 ratio on this one. We have 2 liquors.
No, this is good. It's
Some
good.
juice.
You
So
know how I feel about
yes,
liquor on liquor.
I thought maybe you would enjoy that.
That's why I decided, like, when I was trying to work on some new merch ideas, which don't forget you guys, we have BGL merch. And I was like, oh, what about BGL where we over pour and overshare?
Yeah, absolutely.
We can. We have to take it back. Sometimes we go on some tangents, and it's called edit and cutting it out. That's what happens, though. So y'all don't hear all of the
But I feel like
oversharing.
that's very much our yeah, you know,
On brand for sure.
yeah. I know it's really good. So I do like it.
Thank you.
Okay, so we listed the episode, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna start out and I'm gonna say I do feel like I may have come in a little bit hot on you guys. I started out and I don't know if I kept it throughout the whole episode, but when I was like, girl, you seem real angry with these men out here. And I don't know that I was really angry with men. I just think the book was very much, like I said, it was just the patriarchy, it was a lot. And so I came in and it was just like, hey, patriarchy sucks. I think I don't know who said it, someone was like, yeah, men suck. And just which is wild because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The people who be coming out the hardest are 3 very happily married women. Stephanie, we've been married like over 20 years, Stephanie.
So happily married.
And we be like, man, these dudes not our dudes. I mean, our dudes are amazing, but these dudes, and we be coming in real wild and stuff sometimes. And so I may have came. When I listened to it, I thought I may have came in a little hot and heavy.
Yeah. And for anybody that watched the episode, when Tasha looked at me crazy, she actually does love me for real. And she was looking at me crazy because, I was like, I don't know if we finna drag the men for real this episode. And she kind of gave me that look like,
it was, I think it's just back in the day. It was the times that we were reading about. So that played a heavy role. I'm not going to dog the men out now, even though some of them still want to take us back to them days. And there was a panel sidebar. There was a panel for women's health, and it was a room full of men. What do you know?
Yeah.
So that was a sidebar, but so it takes me to moments like that where you don't want to bash the men, but when you hear of a situation like that, what do you do?
Right.
So the thing is, we need to make a distinction between the good ones and the bad ones, right? And so this what it made me think of was, which everybody, I think it wasn't new to me, well, recent terms, whole toxic masculinity thing. So, and the young people, they put a name on everything these days. So I don't know. They name everything. Yeah. So toxic masculinity. So what is that versus like masculinity? We all love a masculine man. Y'all know I'll be quick to be a little damn good and stressed, like, y'all know me. But when you say toxic masculinity, what is that? 'Cause I feel like that's what I don't like. But what is it? Like, how do we describe that? Because again, these, the kids, they come up with these with the new terms.
Well, what did the kids say the toxic masculinity was?
I think they say they hate it.
So I'll tell you how it's defined. Okay. It says toxic masculinity refers to rigid, traditional, cultural masculine norms that emphasize dominance, physical toughness, and emotional suppression. Rather than condemning men or basic traits of masculinity, the concept describes how societal pressures to act tough and reject anything deemed feminine can cause physical and mental harm to men, women, and society.
Okay, so that's the patriarchy that we're talking about. That yes, okay, so we were not calling it the right thing, but yes, so that all of that does sound toxic, and we hate it.
Yeah, for sure.
So do we love, yes, our husbands, like, do I love the fact that if I be out here running my mouth, do I know that Albert, he'll come in, he'll win a bar fight for me? If I be at the bar and I'm talking trash and then somebody like jump up, then I know I'll be like, oh, and Albert got my back. Yes, I love that. Do I love that my husband is gonna always take the trash out for me? Yes. Do I love that he's gonna, make sure I got a little gas in my tank? Yes. But if at any point he ever came stomping in like, hey, where's my dinner at 5 o'clock on the table? He might mess around and get throat punched. So now, if I choose to make sure that he has some dinner when he come home from work, then that's fine. Mm-hmm. But I mean, damn, he come in
demanding.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. It's the.
Well, here's the thing: if the expectation is there from the beginning, then that's what you know. And that's what is expected. If you're going into a relationship and that's what he's showing you, and this is what he's addressing to you is what he would like in the future, that's something that you would have to take into account if that's the kind of man you want to be with. Like, I have a happy medium. Like, I have a man that is the head of the household, but we are a partnership. It's not you are the head of the household and everything goes by whatever you say. It's just a partnership. And so I love that. It's a discussion. Some decisions are made with or without the partner, depending on what it is, but a discussion is most likely had. And the expectations of, cooking and cleaning, I think it's divided on who does it, if it's able to be done, because he's down and out. Who's going to take care of everything? You have to be able to do it too. Vice versa. If I'm down and out, he has to be able to do it. So if you want the toxic masculinity, that's something that you've embraced being in that relationship with that person. And I just know I couldn't do it. That is not a step.
It ain't for me.
It's not for me.
I hate when she takes these deep sides. She about to try to read us.
No, not at all. No, so I'm always kind of torn right? Because yes, I hear you, but at the same time, I had a thought today because as we know, I'm because Tasha is punking me because that's what she does. I am like kind of dipping my toe in the dating pool to see. I don't want to. Um, that is the current consensus. I think we're at like
No, you do want
I think
to.
we're at like number 5. At this point, like it's not difficult to meet people. I think I've said that before. But the thought that I had today, I'm just random. I have these random thoughts. Was do alpha males still exist? Right. So literally just had this random thought on my way home. And I don't even remember what made me have the thought, probably a book I was listening to. But I was like, do alpha males still exist? And I think coupled with the toxic masculinity, like, where's the balance? Like, I know some alpha males, but I'm not finding myself running into any alpha males. I know what made me think about it. I was going through the most recent dating app, and I'm looking at all these guys who allegedly liked my picture or my profile or whatever the case may be. And the way that app breaks it out, it has your turn and then their turn or something to that effect, right? So it's that's how it separates who's who's on deck to initiate or continue the conversation. So I'm looking and I'm like, okay, so there are guys whose photos or profiles I liked, and then they liked my profile, but they didn't immediately follow that up with a "Hey, how you doing?" or nothing like that. So I'm like, eh, if I go to my app and see your turn and their turn, that means they're also in their app and they see that they liked my photo, and now I'm in their turn file. Like, so, bro, like
It's your turn.
it's your time. I don't care what the app is telling you. Like, please understand. If you're a true alpha male, like
Yeah.
it's your turn. Don't let the app fool you. Like,
Right.
don't let the internet trick you into thinking that it's my turn. Like, because it's not. And it can be, but it won't be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that,
so yeah, it's there's
I
a
do
fine
get,
balance.
and that's so I do think that. So I would say for sure, my husband is an alpha male, but not at all in a toxic way. So and I hate to admit it, but I do feel like Alfie be having mind control over me, right? He likes on some Devo, like trying to have. He have mind control over Tasha because this thing, like, I do. He always comes to me and everything. Like you said, it's a partnership, so we have a lot of conversation. But somehow, in the end, I do feel like he makes the final decision, but he kind of makes me feel like, yeah, that's right. That's what we agreed on. Like, and I don't know if it's just him. He be knowing how to talk around. He's known me a very long time, and I might have mind control over me. He be playing me. He be letting me think I'm in control, but I'm starting to think maybe I'm not. But
That's the thing.
this is the thing, though. It worked. Whatever we got going on, it works for us, and I 100% do trust my husband. I think that he's very intelligent, and I don't have a problem following his lead.
Yeah.
So I'm 100% on board. So even if he is playing me and only letting me think I'm part of the conversation, um, I do. I mean, I trust him, and I don't have a problem with deferring to him. And I do think there's some things that he does definitely, like defer to me too. Also, yeah, he's definitely, yeah, he's alpha male, and he would not need a. And it's been a long time since he dated anybody. I mean, again, we've been together. We about to celebrate 25 years of marriage. So, but I don't think that he'd be the kind that would have to, app would have to be like, hey, text her, call her, sir, like a little nudge. Like, you don't seem like,
Yeah, like what? But now here's the tricky part, right? As a woman, and I was having this conversation with a gentleman because again, it's about balance. And I think across the board with anything, because we're having a conversation and he actually coming on a bit too strong. So it's like, yo, I said I was at work. So what that means is call me or reach back out to me at 5. Like, but every hour on the hour, I have some concerns.
I
Like
mean, that's how them young kids are, girl.
that's
See,
Why you going to work?
but he's not young.
I get it,
That's-
but maybe,
that's the thing.
maybe he's encountered some young ones, but that's what they do because I have the kids, they have the phone in the bathroom, in the shower.
Yeah.
You're taking a shower and you have whoever on the phone. Not even a significant other for them. It could be your friend.
Yeah.
So maybe he's used to that. He's been with people where I don't get it, but some of these people out here be on the phone all day, every day, falling asleep. And I think that's that honeymoon stage, that lustful stage. I don't know.
I don't like it.
Me.
And I've been there and done that, but I was so much younger. Like
That's what it is, yeah.
I don't have that kind of time. Like, do you know how many things I have to go undone for me to just be sitting up cupcaking? Like that's what we used to call it. I don't know if y'all still call it that, but that's what we used to call it. Like, I don't have time to be cupcaking all day, every day. That's weird. So I don't know. It's tricky. I don't want to.
Are you ready to comment? Does Star have that crown on?
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, that's Lex. Oh, Lex is caked up. That's it.
Oh, caked up now. Okay.
You see a lot of our young boys here. We right here saying stuff wrong.
Cupcaking, caked up. It's all the same.
It's exhausting.
But girl, yes, Lex, this will not be the last time that y'all see this crown. Yeah.
It's your birthday month too.
Absolutely. 100%. Definitely see this. It may even make a cameo in September. We'll see. but definitely for the rest of August, you can expect to see it
100%.
multiple times.
I agree.
Hey, girl.
Okay, was there anything else that struck y'all from the episode? Y'all gotta make any corrections to anything? Like, and I'll go back and I'll be listening. I'm like, oh,
yeah. No, I stand by
it. Like, no, I stand on everything that I said.
What was the liquor we did? Was that
that was the peach vodka?
Oh yeah, I stand on.
I can't stand
Now I will speak on that. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. The peach vodka, we didn't like it.
It was a drink.
We didn't like it. If you noticed, Steph kept saying it's a drink. It's a drink. Lex said her throat was burning. Lex was like, ooh, this shit tastes like Everclear. Listen, I mean, it may work for somebody. I think it's just not for our palates.
No.
It's not necessarily bougie enough for the chill palates.
Yeah, so. We tried.
I didn't hate it.
What you went on, like, as if I had it. I don't really love a flavored vodka, but if I had it on some ice, I could drink it. Someone was like, hey, I thought, okay, cool, I can rock with this.
Y'all see what's on the show. That's y'all show.
That's so good.
So
good.
It ain't y'all.
No, it's not. No.
But yeah.
The question you have to ask yourself is, would you buy it at the store and keep it at your house? And if the answer is no, you don't like it.
Okay, I guess that's the thing. Okay, so let's wrap it up with the advice that we would tell the men.
Nah, it's for men.
Oh, you saying?
I think it's just different. This generational period is just different. Like they're trying to go back to the patriarchy, the toxic men. I don't want to say the word, but it's just. I think they're trying to go back to that because women are so independent, very independent. And now that we've learned to how to work the system in regards to surrogacy, IVF, or, that having children later, women want more independency because they don't have the right partner. Because at the end of the day, it's more single moms than you hear about single dads. And women are changing the way that they view relationships and getting married outside of high school and being, the homemaker and taking care of the kids. It's not like that anymore, especially the ambition that we want in a household. Like some people want bigger homes, and instead of having all of that rely on the head of the household, which is technically the man that they say, like you're not going to always have that. Like a lot of people want more in life, and having a two-income household makes you're able to possibly travel more. Your home might be different, what you're able to afford when it comes to vehicles or any of that. And so for me, it's not necessarily it's not the men, it's just the expectations of society right now. It's just changed from what it was back in the day.
Okay, so does women being so independent, is that
I don't think it's
affecting,
bad.
is that gonna affect our expectation of
As we
men,
get older,
or
yes.
like,
As we get older, yes, because now we're at a place where we're complacent with who we like. I don't want to compromise as much. Like when we're younger in any relationship, we compromise. When you even at a work relationship, you compromise because you're hungry, you want the money, you want a partner, friendships, whatever, you accommodate more usually. Or as you get older, um, you're like, no, I'm good. And then it's even in a relationship, it's the conversations that you have. It's like you do or you don't know what you want. We're at an age in our 40s, you really know what you want, what you don't want, what you see your outcome in the future is going to be. And so it's not like, oh, are we dating? What are we doing? I shouldn't have to second guess all the time in my 40s. We should be able to have a grown up conversation, and whatever it is, whatever future we're taking, or if we're staying friends or we're never going to be together, whatever that is, you should be able to know that within the first several months.
I don't think that's an age thing. So like communication, the expectation of communication, being transparent and mature, I don't think that's an age thing. I think we have been conditioned to tie it to age, and specifically like only have an expectation of people to communicate effectively and maturely once you reach a certain age. But no, like I don't think I think in any relationship, when you make the decision to engage in a relationship with anyone, be it a friendship, a romantic relationship, dating, courting, whatever you're calling it, I think you should go into that situation, and everyone should have the expectation that communication is expected, and everyone should go into the situation holding themselves accountable for communicating,
And I guess it's
because
amazing.
it's and
Sometimes, man.
and I and this is where I think men get a bad, because again, it's the expectation. All these expectations are just on the men, on the men, on the men.
There's so many expectations on us.
I'm not saying that there's not. I'm not saying that there's not expectations on women, but women are allowed to have feelings. We're allowed to have attitudes. We're allowed to cry. We're allowed to be damsels in distress. We're allowed to be overwhelmed. We're allowed to be with absolute stuff. Come on.
But then they come back at you saying all of those
Yes,
things
we
in a
are.
negative way.
So, and negative, right, wrong, and different. I'm just saying.
she's a boy mom.
I am absolutely a woman mom.
So there's something that I'm like, oh.
And here's the thing. I know the things that the boys go through and deal with. And because I'm the one that they have those conversations. I'm the one that has to say, like, nah, that shit ain't cool. Right? No, you're right. Like, your feelings are valid. That's not cool. Like, I have conversations with these young men where they're young. So everybody that you have some remote feelings in, right? Like you think she's the one, right? Like you think you're in love. But I have to hear and have the conversations when the friend feels like, yo, I like, nah, she the one, but then have to turn around and tell the homie, like, have to tell their homies, like, I feel like she just threw me away. Like, they have those feelings too. You see what I'm saying? But nobody acknowledges that. And then it's like, well, the toxic masculinity, like, is he toxic? Is his masculinity toxic? Because if he displays that he has some feelings, now he a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
But
what, you know what I mean? And all the while, nobody is telling these young ladies like, yo, that's not how you move. Like, and especially with our young Black men, they don't just wake up one morning and be toxic. Like, it starts right now. Like, there are 23-year-old young men, 24-year-old, 25-year-old young men that are getting discarded and treated like shit by the loves of their lives, right? Well, well, how do you think he's gonna, when he recovers from that, because he can't talk to anybody, because if he talks to anybody and lets anybody know he has feelings, now he's a princess and all this bullshit, right? So he's not gonna talk to anybody. He's gonna keep all that in. But what do you think he's gonna do in his next relationship? How do we expect him to become the husbands that you have? Like, but the females get to be the victims. The females get to be the damsels in distress. The females get to escalate a situation, right? And then they're the villains, and now they have to fix something that they didn't break. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so the balance is super tricky.
So I get that on the balance part of the guys, because again, I have my sons too, and so I definitely sometimes I'll be a little bit like, well, because I'm quick to come to a guy's defense too, because again, I have conversations with my sons. I'm like, okay, you ain't supposed to be treating them any kind of way. Now hold on, sis,
exactly.
But then I also look at it it's the same thing. I feel like on the trying to find that balance on the woman's side too. So like to Steph's point, we're talking about, okay, well, hey, we do have lots of independence. We can do for ourselves. We can, hey, we got the jobs, we got the education, we can go out. So if in the, like the old, the traditional ways, the men were the hunters, they got to go out, they go on the hunt to meet to bring me home. Well, all of a sudden now I got my own bow and arrow. Right. Okay, so now we're like, okay, well, what else you bringing? Because I got my own. I already went out hunting my own meat. So what else you bringing? So we're looking for that. So but at the same time too, we're like, okay, well, yes, I can go out and get my own, but I don't want to have to do it all on my own. Mm-hmm. And so trying to find that balance of being like, okay, well, I can do my own. I don't want to have to. What are you bringing? And also, though, I don't want to have to also be dependent on you, because I don't want to lose my independence, right, because I'm dependent on you. So it is trying to find that balance. I feel like on both sides, and that is, like I said, I think it goes back to, as we talked about, like the real, like, serious conversations, like, hey, what are we all bringing to the table? And I think that we talked about that last month. We're like, hey, everybody need to be bringing everything. Like, you got to show up where it is needed in the relationship at that time. On any given day, right, that can look different. So on this day, and also maybe for multiple days in a row, it looks like you cooking before I get home. Right. Or maybe it looks like, hey, you doing the homework while I'm in here washing the dishes. But you have to find your person and figure out, and like I say, have those conversations and figure out what that looks like in your relationship. Exactly. and how you're going to make that work. And that's where, but I think it does is it ends up coming back to choosing the right person, finding your partner.
But the only way to do that is you have to communicate, because if you don't know each other's expectations, then how do you find your person if you're not communicating, right? About what your expectations, what your wants, what your needs are. And then I think the other piece that you said that's really important is, yes, if everybody can feed themselves, right? I can go out and get my own food. I can do whatever I need to do for me. That's okay. But that doesn't automatically devalue the other person. Like, now you have no value and no worth because I can go get it myself. Like, that's a weird ass way of looking at things, right? True. And that's where I feel like women can sometimes poke the bear and be a little misguided, because yes, just because we're independent, that doesn't mean that these men out here on the dating app, it doesn't mean that they're not valuable. It doesn't mean that they're not that their feelings are not valid. It doesn't mean any of those things. It just means that that's probably not gonna work, right? But that doesn't mean that there's no value there. It's just not what I need. So,
and I think what happens at home and how you're brought up plays a role in how you want a partner. Like, what do you want in a partner? Do you want to be the head of the household? Do you want a partnership where it's like, if I'm doing XYZ, you jump in and do ABC, so we have a balance and it's not heavily dependent on one or the other person. And the expectations of when you start that relationship. I mean, if you're looking for a future person to make that your forever, it kind of starts at home. I think even with our kids, that they see us with a partnership, we discuss, we have conversations. It's not, their dad just making a decision for the whole household. It's discussions, and I can appreciate that, to where when you have your partner, it's discussions that you're making, and it's not, oh, I'm paying the bills, this is where we're going, this is what we're eating, this is, where we're living, all of the above. And
eat the cake.
And I can't eat the cake. No.
I mean, I will say, like, one thing you said, like, is how you started. 'Cause I remember, like, that may have been like the best advice my mom gave me when I told her, we were getting married, and she was like, "Girl, I'm saying right now, don't start nothing on day one of this marriage that you do not plan to continue throughout." Now, this thing, she told me, and I didn't listen. So I'm right here trying to be Susie Homemaker, and I'm right there. I'm in the kitchen. I'm peeling potatoes, make my husband some homemade mashed potatoes. He loved some of the Tasha mashed potatoes. They be extra creamy. He loved it. And then I done mess around, like, oh, I'm a little short on time tonight. Let me get this little box, these little potatoes. Girl, my husband's like, who finna eat? What is? What is? Because I'm like,
he's like, send it back.
I'm saying,
can't do it, won't do it.
0 stars.
And my mom, and I told, she's like, girl, I told you.
Yeah.
I told you, you cannot be right here making no man no potatoes from scratch, no mac and cheese from scratch, and then all of a sudden bust out with some little crab. Like, girl, you're not gonna take that.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, he definitely, he was like, no.
And that's a thing too, right? Like, how you get them is what you got to do to keep them.
That's what they say.
So I told my mom,
but it changes over time. Over these decades we've been together.
I told my mom last night, one of my prompts that I put on my profile was, I hate to see you go, but I love to see you cook. You, not me.
You.
Put the you in cap.
I don't do that anymore.
Don't come over here hungry without no groceries.
If I cook, it's going to be some jasmine rice, some steamed broccoli, and some chicken breast, because I'm meal prep. I don't.
That's it. Please don't cook.
You gonna get this same broccolini and dry ass chicken breast I'm eating.
The same dry ass chicken breast.
On the meal plan. Do you want this broccolini and chicken breast or not?
Why not? The only options you have are brown rice or quinoa. Those are the options. But I'm communicating up front, so there's no misunderstandings. I don't even know if I have the proper utensils to even be in here cooking for it no more. I don't even know if my kitchen is like that.
Listen, I almost ruined my happy household. Served my husband some cauliflower rice for rice. He was like, I understand you going through your health journey.
I don't want to be.
Me and my kids are on that with you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever put no rice.
He said all of us.
Don't ever put nothing on my plate talking about it's no rice. And they never no chopped up cauliflower. You know what?
Because
I hear you.
You didn't communicate, right? You just did it. You thought
you just wanted to see what they were gonna say. It's like using ground turkey.
And I was calling it rice, and he felt lied to. That's what it was. Because it's not rice; it's just chopped up cauliflower. But
yeah,
he felt lied to, and almost ruined my happy home. Cauliflower rice is rice.
Whatever you need to get through the meal plan. Understand? I get it.
All right, so to wrap it up, we don't hate men. We love our men.
Thank you. That's all I was saying.
We do. We do. toxic masculinity is still a problem, but that's not something we really experiencing. So I don't know why me and Stephanie going so hard and heavy.
Like, you know what?
Because God forbid if we had to deal with that, you see where we would be.
Single.
I acknowledge and recognize that it is a problem. However, it don't have nothing to do with me. It's not actually my problem at all.
I got 99 problems,
But
that ain't one.
And that's all I was trying to say. I'm glad that we could come to yeah. So y'all, again, that little side eye, Tasha looking at me crazy when you go back and watch the full episode.
Watch it.
Don't worry about it.
Or listen. Or both.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, watch
so listen, yes.
So you
gotta
can
watch it so you can see.
So you can see. Yeah, she looked at me crazy. That's it.
I don't really feel like I did, but okay, we not gonna get into it.
No, sidebar, because I want to tell y'all. I texted her and I was like, you know, sometimes the facial expressions that you be making, these people might think that you really don't like me for real. She was like, huh? Why you say that? Then she texted me right back and said, I don't feel that way, but I know exactly what you were talking about.
I went back and I watched it again. I was like, oh.
So I challenge y'all. Go watch the episode and y'all tell us if you see the moment where Tasha.
So I saw it. I guess it was a step thing where I'd be like, girl, like she did it before I was able to.
Right. They was on my head. I'm trying to tell y'all, and I be right though, because I'm the oracle.
Oh my God.
That's
yeah. That's y'all understand.
That's a future episode.
Y'all understand that come.
Oh, you definitely want to tune into that one. Yeah, that's gonna be a great episode.
Yes.
All right, guys. So speaking of future things, we do have our first event gonna be coming up in October. We're gonna have more information coming out about it, but it's gonna be put on your calendar, save the date, October 24th. We're going to be doing an audio walk where we're going to go out, we're going to do some laps over in Swanee, and then we're going to meet up afterwards and have some little drinks and fellowship time. It's going to be a good time. So again, we're going to be listening to our November book as we are walking, getting our exercise. Y'all know we're all about the fitness right here. Y'all know how we love us. What do we call our superfood? Our superfood drink. Yeah, our superfood cocktails. Yes, we love that. We're going to be out exercising, and then go drink. Don't make it make sense. Don't try to make it make sense. No. But October 24th, save the date and be on the lookout for more details.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies. So
cheers. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you listen. Listen and watch.
Yeah, I definitely remember. Now I hate this fucking